Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another round of Grand Arena Championships. This is round one of week 3, and we're in season 15, 3v3 combat. Here's a look at the overhead view of the board here. So the first round, I'm up against a guy who goes pretty efficient. Like, he loses a lot just like I do, but it's one of those things. It's like, oh, I should beat this guy. But he does go for efficiency, and I don't really do efficiency. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle if I can, prevail here. So let's see what happens. Let me show you guys the zones here. Take a look up top. You can see he's got his C up there. So C with Sith Trooper and Marauder. He's got Bounty Hunters. He's got Shakti Clones. And then his Grievous with B1 and B2 up there. So not super easy stuff. Things I gotta kind of think about. And taking out that C too. Gotta see what I'm gonna do there. Let me go ahead and show you guys the bottom. This is the route we're going to go first because it's easier. And that way I can see if he's hiding anything in back. So he's got Finn with the Bros. He's got Crew with a Red Trooper. And then he's got Mando with IG-11 and Queel. So let's start taking these guys out and see what he's got hiding in the back for us. First things first, easiest team here is going to be the Finn with the Bros. Just take in Lando lead with Han and Chewie. And go ahead, stun resistance hero Finn. Once he's stunned, then I can kind of manage the other two. See who's going to take a turn and kind of push back their turn meter. So I stun Finn, push pose turn meter back. Keep watching turn meter because you don't want resistance hero Finn to go. Take him out. And now I can get rid of these other two. And it's about trying to top off my health and protection and get as many banners as I can. So I just got Finn left to deal with here. Got him stunned. Look at that. It's working out pretty well. So there we go. Done with that one and got 53 banners for that. Now we're going to take out this Beskar Mando team. I've been using Darth Revan here. Seems to work okay. You go first. Just fear the team. Start working on trying to take these guys out. And then once you get somebody down to low health, it's going to end up proccing Death Mark on Beskar Mando, and you can take him out fairly quickly after that. So I had to hit IG-11 there, just trying to work him down a little bit. He is pretty tanky, so got to watch out. I'm also trying to mind the fear. Like, Beskar Mando's feared, so I don't want to hit him and have him lose that. I'd rather he just missed his next turn. So I was able to stun him, though, since Malik's move has where if they're already feared and you hit them with that move, it'll stun them. So I went for the stun, which was pretty good. I mean, that worked out. And now we just try and take him down. He was able to get his damage immunity off, so you got to kind of work around that. It can be a little bit frustrating, but it's all about trying to control through fear and shock and stun. Use those effectively. And then be able to just take them out whenever I get the chance. So right now it's gone on longer than I want it to, but I think I'm doing pretty good. Almost got Mando out. There he goes. Now I can drain Queel out of there. And now it's just IG-11. So took him out. 52 banners there. And we'll move on to his first order team. So it's got Crew, OG Kylo, and then Red Trooper. I've seen this team a couple times. People have been putting this down. It can be tricky, so watch this fight. And this may not be the best team to go against it. I'm going to try out a couple different teams and see what works. I figured, okay, EP for the shock, you want that so that they can stop healing. And then Vader's got heavy damage. And of course, Thrawn to top off everybody's protection, and he's got control with his fracture. So they should make a decent enough team, I figure. I should be able to take these guys out fairly easily. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But I am stuck behind Crew's taunt, so got to deal with that. So I fracture him. Now I'm going to try and get a stun on everybody. I was able to stun Red at least, so got that done. But you can see how they heal right back up. From the status effects and from the health steal they have. It's kind of a pain getting them down. And look at that. Vader's in the yellow there. Like, if I lose him, it's game over. Thankfully, I was able to get red out of there. Now I'm just trying to do what I can and try to steal some health back so that Vader doesn't die. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I got crew left, OG Kylo, and both of those guys do a decent amount of damage. And crew's got that 2-turn stun that's irresistible. So that's doing a job of controlling my team. I gotta kind of work around this carefully. Thankfully, Vader's healing up a little bit. Keep using his Merciless, trying to just get what I can. Get Kylo out of there. Now I only have crew left to deal with. Him and his dang counterattacks. He keeps countering me. So the name of the goal now is just to stack as much debuffs as I can. And then go in for a Cole when I have like a ton of debuffs. Because I don't want him to, almost die. I want to make sure that I definitely have enough to get the job done. So I'm going to just keep shock on him. I'll keep using fracture. And if I can get him ability blocked and then shoot him with Thrawn, I love that it stuns them if they're ability blocked. So I do use that to my advantage here. And it's all about stacking dots and trying to do some damage. So I do save the Merciless because, I don't know, there's really no need to use it here. I'm going to go in and then do one move and that's it. So might as well just save it till I'm ready to cull. So I was thinking about using it there to do a cull, and I thought, nah, I'll stack some more debuffs. Who cares? I'll wait and throw some more dots down. So that's what I did. Do some more dots, another basic. Just keep going. I want to work down his protection a little bit and just make sure that I have plenty of debuffs. Again, enough to kill him. And I've also got Thrawn. I'm trying to cycle through and top up protection so I can get a little bit more points. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's why if it seems like I'm dragging it out, I am, because I want to get a couple extra points and make sure that I don't cull and leave him, yellow or red health, and he just counters and gains it all back. So here we go. Finally, I think that's plenty of debuffs, Merciless, and cull. So good night and 53 banners. That worked out. That'll open up the back and let me see what he's got hiding back there. And it looks like Newt, Mon Mothma, a Dooku team. Not a whole lot. And then he's got JTR. So just some regular squads, no GLs or anything else like that. So pretty light. I should have a good plan for this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go up top here, start knocking these squads out, see what kind of ships he's got waiting for me, and then figure out what I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out his C team, and I'm going to use a lone Supreme Leader Kylo for that, because it works pretty well. So as long as he doesn't have anything too tricky, it seems like this should be fine. So drop Kylo in there and just start getting rid of the side characters. He can't link you because there's only one. So he can't really stop you from doing anything. You guys probably use this in Arena, and Kylo absolutely smokes C. So it's a pretty effective counter here. That's why I like using it, because it's, you're going to win. There's no hoping and praying or anything like that. It's pretty easy. So there we go. Just build up stacks. I didn't even need to use ultimate, and I was able to get him down. No problem. On to the next one. Next, I'm going to use my Night Sisters against his Grievous B1 and B2. So it's Mother Talzin lead with Daka and Spirit. You guys have seen me use this before. Every time you use it, though, it is risky. Like, if they go after Daka, that's it. You get screwed. So you got to kind of hope that they go after Talzin, go after Spirit. You can get a couple of assists from the Graves so you can ramp up Daka's health, and then she's less likely to be targeted. But, I mean, if they go after her, that's it. So, got to watch out for that. In the meantime, I'm trying to plague down their health. Look at Daka, she's in the yellow, and I got a stun on B2 there. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do because they seem to be favoring Daka, and right there, they got rid of her, which is super bad. Like, if that happens, Let me stop it here and show you. Thankfully, I'm close to a kill on B1, so there is a way to salvage this. But if they kill Daka, normally that's it, because you can't bring anybody back. So I'll switch over to B1, do the basic, and it brings Daka back, and now she's able to bring everybody else back. So like, that worked out. That was just dumb luck right there. Being able to kill B1 and bring her back and bring everybody else back. Now it's down to lone Grievous, so we'll go after him. And it's just like 5v5 at this point. You're fine. If you can get lone Grievous, you just try and drop plague on him, get him stunned, and just do your thing, and that's pretty much it. It's just the tough part is just getting there. So done with that one. We'll go after the next one, and he's got Shakti clones. So I'm just going to bring in my gas clones. Figure they should do a little bit better job having gas as the lead than Shakti. And mine hits pretty hard being Relic 8. So yeah, why not? He's already taken a knee, but I've got one clone down and trying to go after the next one now. We'll save Shakti for last just because she's a little bit annoying. I want Gas to be able to just KO her. So just got to bide time and wait for him to stand back up. I don't want anybody to die if I can help it, just to get more points. But right there triggers the sacrifice. So I do get that death. I'm getting more damage now. But thankfully right there, Gas stands back up. I can use his AoE. Good night, Shakti. And there's the cleanup right there. Counterattack, boom, done. Only 49 banners though, so ugly. Like, not too good at all. Now we got his bounty hunters. And so I've got Crew, Fox, and Watt. It works okay. Like, if this is all you have, it'll definitely work. You wouldn't want to use 3 first order just because if they're faster and they go first, it's going to be a lot harder to get through that bonus protection and defense that they all get. And it's a bit easier with Fox with the weapons tech on him because he can ignore defense. And so he just hits right through it and he can still do heavy damage. That's why I like having Watt in there. And being able to have the tech to regenerate protection on Crew just kind of keeps your team healthy. Make sure that he can also use his stun and lock up one of the enemies pretty quickly. So I do like this team. If you're able to spare Watt and throw him with Crew and Fox, you can put in work and take out a lot of other teams. I mean, a wide variety. You're not just limited to Night Sisters, for example. Because they're working pretty fine on these bounty hunters. I just got to get Grief out of there. You can see how much damage Fox just takes out whenever he does a hit. Trying to see if I could stretch it out to heal up a little bit, but Grief is pretty squishy, so can't really do anything. Tried to pop some protection there, but nothing I can do to get back to 54 banners. End up with 53. That's okay. I'll open up his ships and see what he's got back there, and it's just rebels and empires, so nothing too fancy there. That's fine. That's what I like to see. I don't like to see Negotiator back there if I can help it. Now let's go to this bottom zone and start taking out these last few ground squads. Okay, I know it's overkill. I know you guys are probably like, why don't you just send Solo C in there? And people ask me about solos sometimes. And I don't do that, especially not in 3v3. I think it's dumb. Like, you gain potentially like 2 points. Okay, if I lose by 2 points on something, I deserve to lose. Like, if you're going to underman and all that, good for you. But I just want to make sure I beat it in one shot. That's all I'm trying to do, is just win in one if I can. So, trying to do that. And I've got Nest in there, Newt, Django. You know, those 3 are a problem. Django under Newt has cost me more battles this season than, you know, anything else. He seems to really put in work once he's under that Newt lead. So I don't want to chance it. I know he hits really hard. So I just want to make sure and win. So I've got Nest linked and I've got Django linked. And I'm just taking shots at Newt if I can to do some damage to him. The thing I like about the C lead on here, or having C on the team, is him being able to restore all the protection to everybody. That's a really good way to keep everybody topped off and get decent banners. So yeah, I'd much rather have that available than have to worry about undermanning and possibly losing somebody because I was stupid. It's a whole mess. So killed Newt. Just got these two left. Now we're going into Ultimate. Just wait until I get my ability here, and there we go. Lightning from the sky, 52 banners. Good enough for me. So now we'll move on to another one. And I've got Jedi Knight Luke, Old Ben, and Shaak Ti here. And he just had basically just Separatist. Took out Dooku straight away, going after Droideka. He's stunned. Magna didn't really add anything to this team. I'm just deciding what's the best, kind of most efficient way to take these guys out. Get as many banners as I can. And I didn't even need an assist there, but oh well, it worked out. So got rid of Droideka. Now it's just Magna to worry about. Get some hits in on him. He gets the counters in, does like a parting shot, and that was it. But I was still able to get 54 banners, so that's fine. Now we're going to take in Jedi against this JTR team, and that should be fine too. I've got Jedi Knight Revan, Hermit Yoda, and Bastila. And even though neither one of them, is like a heavy damage dealer, they both do okay. I mean, my Bastila is Relic 6 and Revan is Relic 7. So they both can hit decently hard. And it's just a resistance team, so I should be okay here. BB-8 does have the assist, but that's not going to be too big a deal. I took out JTR. Now I don't have to worry about her reducing turn meter, ability blocks, anything like that. Now I'm going after Holdo, trying to get her down. Just wait until I get, good shots on whoever. I'd like to take out BB-8 just because I don't want him getting Illuminated Destiny off and doing that counterattack that he does right there and calling assists. So I'm trying to take out just whoever I can. But I figure if I get rid of Holdo here and he's left alone, who's he going to call? So it's just BB-8 left. Should be able to take him out no problem. Had foresight there, but direct focus. And there we go. Pretty easy. And I've got, look, even Hermit Yoda got a turn to top off the health here and fill me up. So 54 banners, not bad at all. Got one more battle here. This last ground squad, I know it's not going to be too super exciting for y'all, but it's just my Traya team against his Mon Mothma. I mean, I have it left over, so might as well use it here. He's got Mon Mothma with Wedge and Biggs. And I've got my Triumvirate, so I'm going to go ahead and use them, of course. And the thing I like is her lead is awesome against this team. They basically kill themselves if they want to keep going. So that's fine. Going after Wedge here, trying to get him out. And then I'll start working on Biggs. Really doesn't matter because you got Nihilus for Annihilate. So eventually you're going to take somebody out and they're not coming back. I did get rid of Wedge. I think she ends up bringing him back while I'm working on Biggs. But like I said, again, it doesn't matter. Yeah, there he goes. She brought him back. Still working on Biggs. Just annihilate him. Now I don't have to worry about him. Now I'll just take out Wedge and call it good. So here we go with an AoE. And I'm already working down Mon Mothma and her summon that she brought in. Probably could kill him off, but it don't matter. I'll keep going after Wedge. And there we go. 51 banners for that, so not too bad on the ground game. Now I got to do my ships. I always save those for last. I really don't like ships. And I just don't think they're very fun. So I've got Negotiator for one fleet and Malevolence for the other. I always seem to struggle against the Empire fleets. So we're going to go ahead and use my Negotiator against the Rebels, and then use Malevolence against the Empire fleet. And I got 66 with Negotiator against his Rebels. I left a couple ships off, tried to make up banners because I know Empire always costs me. So 66 for that, 54 for Malevolence vs. Empire. I always seem to get stuck and not have a good day with that fleet. So it does cost me there, but hopefully I was efficient enough in the ground game and efficient enough on that first fleet that this should be okay. So I did all my moves and my opponent hasn't gone. Finally, he did end up going, and I was actually able to watch him do some attacks. So I'll show you guys how things ended up. I do have that screenshot. So here we go. He full cleared me, but he did stumble a couple times on a Padme squad, and I think it was a Newt squad. So he had 2 drops, and that cost him. So a win for me in round 1, and on to round 2. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.